Hello, YouTube. Hopefully we are back. Now I'm puntable sized. Either way, so many things have happened while I was gone. I'm not gonna look at everything. We're gonna watch the Hero Hair video. And I just wanna say what's happening at Twitch is outraging. Enraging. Annoying. What they did to Emmy is awful. I don't think Hero Hair is gonna talk about the Emmy stuff too much about here. But my opinions on the Emmy stuff, as if it matters. If you care, horrible. Twitch lied. It's awful. Other way, let's go.
As if the Twitchcon disaster with Emiru.
Sorry. Like, comment, and subscribe because YouTube. YouTube, you're great, yeah? YouTube, please like me so you push my video in the algorithm. YouTube, I love you. YouTube is so great, wow. Can we have some positive comments about YouTube in the chat? Wow, thanks.
Emiru wasn't already bad enough, as well as Dan Clancy's absurd damage control. Well, now we're getting even more reports about how terrible the event's been. As that takes
oh my god, wait, speaking of freaking... oh my god, I don't know if he's gonna look at it. I'm actually gonna play the Yasmin clip afterwards if he doesn't. No, I'm actually gonna play the Yasmin clip now. Oh my god. Bro, oh my god, since that's just gonna cover it too, right? Because I don't wanna make multiple videos of it. I'm the wrong one. Here, this one. Let me show you this clip real quick.
Safety? Because I know also
let me. Oh my god. You can't make this up, man.
What are you guys doing to prioritize safety? Because I know also a bunch of Twitch content creators said that they were too scared to even come to TwitchCon this year, just in case something like what happened yesterday would happen.
Yeah. So, I mean, the safety.
As in what happened yesterday, that's the Emiru situation. That's the Emmy situation.
Of our creators is a top priority. The challenge we face is a challenge in today's society. It's not limited to Twitch. It extends throughout our society. I do think that when you're live streaming, in many ways, since you control your community and you can ban people, you can make it so that those people that you don't want, engaging with you and participating with you.
You can't make this up, bro. You cannot make this up. This guy is saying, yeah, if she would have just controlled her space better on Twitch, if she would have just banned him, this wouldn't have... Shut the hell up! Oh my god!
Aren't today. They basically don't bother me, okay? Now, what happened yesterday obviously was something that, we care deeply about securing this environment. We're looking very closely at everything that happened there. This is just something we have to keep working on. I think everyone identifies our tools in terms of trust and safety as the leaders in the industry of helping.
Leaders at what? What are you leading?
Leaders in the industry, wow. Kick is almost running you over. What do you mean?
In like the harassment, like stalking? I don't even understand, like...
Just to give you a sense of the monumental fuck-up that transpired yesterday, the video of the incident comes out and goes omega viral. Twitch releases a statement about it, stating they have zero tolerance for harassment. Emiru drops a tweet stating Twitch has lied about the whole thing.
Fucking... I can't believe it, bro. They lied about it. Is this about TwitchCon? It is, yeah. I can't believe this, bro. They said they just got him. And then the guy was actually just running around multiple, hours still afterwards and was only caught because Emiru's manager pushed for it. Also, I don't know if it's said in this clip, but you know what Twitch did? As instant, thing? They 30-day banned him off the platform. Which, by the way, means they know who he is. They know who he is, so... The
person in the video that protected her was her own security, while Twitch's security completely ignored what happened or were even laughing, letting the person just walk away and leave the convention. After all...
I feel like I should show the clip of what happened too, since we're talking about it, and since I actually haven't pulled up that specific clip. You see, he just comes in, and that's Emmy's security, not Twitch's. Jesus Christ. Apparently he tried to kiss her. That's what she said. In her talk about it when she went live about it. That's what she said. Like, at the start, she was thinking, oh, maybe he was supposed to be there. Maybe his Twitch stuff and wants to just tell me something. And then he leans fucking in for a kiss. Like, Jesus fucking Christ! Either way, back to the clip.
Of this, Twitch's CEO Dan Clancy goes live on his own stream, wondering Twitchcon. And then at the very same time as Clancy is streaming like nothing happened, Emiru goes live on her own stream.
I asked them, you know, like, what are they going to do about this? And you know what they said initially?
Please say it.
They said,
oh yeah, here it is.
Well, he's banned from the platform for 30 days.
Yes! For 30 days! They were banning him for 30 days!
What?
As soon as this happened, Clancy started receiving calls and ended the stream saying this.
Turns out I have a meeting coming up that I hadn't planned. So
Wow, no, you have a meeting coming up? What?
I think that's what I'm going to do. Sorry about going live and then dropping off. I need to be somewhere.
They actively cover up the role that they played and misrepresent a situation to make themselves look good to avoid accountability for someone being sexually assaulted at their event.
It's so awful. I want to show you guys one more clip in this regards. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Asmon's clip too.
I've been seeing on this here, Skara. I mean, when does this guy ever make up bullshit? If you have...
Missed yesterday.
Yeah, it is. It's
I've
this
been seeing on this here, Skara. I mean, when does this guy ever make up bullshit? If you have Skara...
The last time I heard about Skara, it's literally years ago, man. Like, guy just fucking keeps to himself. Good on him, man.
saying this.
Yeah, I've heard, like, this one was crazy.
This one was crazy.
I heard Dan Clancy was out a lot of nights.
He's out a lot of nights
girls
with young girls
around him, which, whatever, man. If
It's
that's
just
your
weird.
thing, that's your thing.
I feel like
It's
if
just
that's your
weird.
thing, if you are running a website that's got a bunch of young, pretty...
You know, Tacton did ask a question. Isn't this guy married? And I don't actually know. Is Dan Clancy married? He's married. Oh my god, he's married. And he hangs out with oh my god.
girls on it. I mean, this shit does not look good. It does not look good.
It just felt like
Oh my
this
God.
con felt so fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
I think that this is gonna be one of the last Twitch cons that people go to. The attendance this year was terrible.
There's no...
I also want to mention, this shit doesn't happen at EU TwitchCon. I barely ever heard bad stories about EU TwitchCon. I talked about this to Rosie, like, the other day. And, like, she agreed. It's always just fucking America. Like, Jesus Christ, man. What is up, NA?
15 months aboard this hellhole and to many more Kitsunero.
Yo, Azur! Thank you for the 15 months, man. Thank you.
Wait, Dan Clancy, do you know who I am? Wait, let me ask. That's
He
literally
hides.
him.
He's hiding.
Wait, Dan Clancy.
You know what makes this clip so
Jesus
bad?
Christ.
Is that he didn't want to be on camera. Immediately leaving the frame does not look good. 80% of his feed is
busted.
Clips.
Yep. Bro.
That's very nice.
This clip is like a year or two old now. It's so
you have a
funny.
clip feed.
Like he's trying to show up like the clips, right? And all you see is just goon material.
Meow.
Yo, Nico the Taurus, thank you for the 15 months!
Suppose you want to check out the stories. Just
Oh yeah, right, he's showing up the stories, not the clips, sorry.
see what you missed yesterday. You click there, and now you're in your stories feed.
Ah!
Okay?
Okay.
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 Yeah.
That's also
Very nice.
And look at a Dan Clancy. We care about safety of our female creators. What is this? What is he doing?
I've seen that one. He just flips her. I don't even know who that is, man. But he just flips her.
Dan Clancy saw the writing on the wall. He decided to use.
As the last goon, hurrah! Before Amazon gives him the boot.
TwitchCon as a last goon, hurrah! Before Amazon gives him the boot.
Oh my god.
Oh god. I've been seeing.
Alright. Now, with that context out of the way. That's so far what happened. Now we get on the VTubing side of TwitchCon. Which is goddamn awful as well.
Mouse, who says, I deeply apologize to all the VTubers and the fans who had meet and greets at the VTuber booth this year. It breaks my heart to know staff threw out all the gifts. I should have known better than to trust them and taken care of everything ahead of time. I'm so sorry, everyone.
The good thing is, I don't know if Hero is gonna bring that up, but the good thing is that her managers managed to save a handful of the gifts, thankfully. What's her name, Roxy?
One of the top responses here to Mouse from Buff Pup reads and also mentions Iron Mouse helping out, saying, "Girl, it's not your fault. It's clear as day that they don't know anything about VTubers or care about safety."
Even so, like, even if it's not a VTuber meet and greet, why would you throw away fan gifts? Even if it's not a VTuber meet and greet, even if it's like Emiru meet and greet. Like, it doesn't matter that it's just a VTuber, it's just like fucking shittily managed.
Even when people expressed months beforehand. When I asked to have a meet and greet for Rose on the screen, they said they had no idea how to do it. And you came in and helped, so I don't want to hear you blaming yourself. I love and appreciate you more than ever, and I'm sorry your experience with trying to help friends was super soured by Twitch, literally not caring, as usual. So
Yep. Safety reasons is why they would do it. Now let me tell you, if it's safety reasons, how did it even get into TwitchCon? Why didn't they check it before they got inside? You know, that is such a stupid excuse. And especially if it's a bomb, they just threw it into the trash, by the way, which is definitely gonna stop it from exploding. It's definitely gonna stop it from exploding if it's a fucking bomb, if they just throw it into the fucking trash. But it's so bad that he probably will bring it up, right? But it's so bad that people have asked the staff, like the security staff, are we allowed to bring in gifts? The staff said, yes! Next moment, they take the gift and throw the away. That's not normal. That's not fucking normal behavior.
They're not running the meet and greets properly, they're throwing gifts away, their security is a complete mess. And I got more to say about all that, but first let's keep going, because it still gets worse. As we've got Henya the Genius, and she posts,
yeah, Henya too!
Unfortunately, due to a miscommunication or misunderstanding, any gifts or presents given to my meet and greet staff were disposed of by the venue staff. I'm very sorry for anyone who gave me a gift IO. I'm not so sure it was a miscommunication or a misunderstanding or an accident even, but like I said, I'll talk more about that once we keep getting some more context. As we've also got KoAlan and Kuro saying, unfortunately, if you gave me a TwitchCon gift, the event lost them all. I still really appreciate the
why am I even surprised? It's 100% all of them.
Intended gifts, though. A response here from Maya says, they threw a gift meant for Chibi Doki into the trash bin. And that takes us to Chibi Doki, where she says, can anyone else from my meet and greet vouch for this? Nags and I were told to stop. I'm so incredibly sad if this is true. I was genuinely so excited to meet everyone. They told us we had to end for safety. And that takes us to Chibi Doki's experience, because not only did she have gifts thrown away, but they also gave her the complete runaround and cut her event short, citing safety concerns.
Bro, Twitch cut Chibi Doki's line short, and then they lied to fans about that. They said Chibi cut her line short. Are you for f***ing real? Are you for f***ing real?
Not ironic. As Chibi Doki says, sorry for the wait, chat, not having the best experience right now, just ugh. The staff have been lovely, for the most part, but they wouldn't let me enter, and told me to walk all the way to the help desk to get permission to enter my meet and greet, because their wristband they gave me doesn't work.
You know what's funny at the same time? Neon, that weirdo, right? Weird-ass IRL streamer was able to, like, pretend he's someone else and just go into someone else's meet and greet. Like, so much about security, right? Like, super quote-unquote harsh on VTubers, but hey, if it's an IRL streamer, they don't care. Like, what? And staff let them. Yes! Let me see if I can find the clip. Type Neon pretending. Okay.
Sorry, what'd you say? Shay. This Shay? Yeah. This Shay Frost? Yeah. That's me. Nice to meet you.
We'll put you right in.
Okay, there it is.
He's gonna walk you down to number 8.
Okay. Oh, is there already a crowd waiting for me?
I believe so.
Cool.
That way.
Okay, thank you.
Can't make this shit up, man.
Hi, we can start whenever you're ready. Okay, let's go.
They...
Sorry, what's it? Deshay.
Yeah.
Deshay Frost?
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, awesome.
Nice to meet you.
We'll put you right in.
Okay, let's do it.
Wow, a person with a camera team must be the same. Must be the stream I'm waiting for because it's such a rare occurrence at TwitchCon. Not to mention Deshay is a black dude. I didn't even know that. I don't know who Deshay Frost is, so that one is even crazier. Oh my god.
I also had to show my face. It was very scary for me, but I understand why. Bruh, imagine not even being allowed to enter your own meet and greet. And it sounds like this was because of a mistake they made.
And then others are just allowed to go in without even checking. What the fuck? They gave
her or something. So then she had to go like walk around all the way back to the help desk, get that swapped out or whatever. And by that point in time, you know, the whole meet and greet has probably been delayed. That certainly cuts into the time of the meet and greet, which means she has less time to actually hold the event because of their mistakes. And it actually still gets worse from here because Chibi then responds and says, they also cut us short and we didn't get to meet everyone. I'm so sorry. If you see me around the convention, please feel free to say hi. And this dude Robrano says, wait, they cut you guys short? When I asked the staff, they said it was y'all who cut it short. I can't believe they try and shift the blame onto you guys. Chibi says, what? No. We always meet every person. Last year we stayed for 3 hours. I think the line was too long and for safety, they didn't want us staying. He says,
but they just put it on the streamer because Twitch taking responsibility, that don't go together. It is even worse. The link I posted shows Twitch was selling knives in the venue. From what I understood, it wasn't Twitch selling that, and it wasn't at TwitchCon, but next to TwitchCon. From my understanding. I could be wrong, but from my understanding, the knife store was next to TwitchCon, which is still dumb. But yeah.
Oh, that's sad. A lot of us had to leave because they told us the line was cut because of your voice issues. I think that's what it says. ID sues. I think it's issues. And that typically, they move folk to a different meeting area, but due to health conditions, it was just cut off. Chibi says, what? But I never told any staff of my voice problems. I didn't even talk to any staff near my booth, only at the entrance. And he says at 3:30, they said the line was cut off and that while most creators typically go to a separate meet and greet area to meet overflow fans, due to the quote-unquote circumstances, we all had to leave. And Chibi says, I don't think that's referring to me being sick. I think they're referring to the really bad stuff that happened yesterday. Then he says, the stuff that happened yesterday was horrible, but they specifically said that if a creator wanted to meet everyone in the line, then they'd move to a separate area.
So they just told him Chibi didn't want to meet her fans. Right. What a piece of shit thing to do.
However, all of us were told to leave because you weren't feeling well and couldn't meet with more people. Robrano then added, I even asked the line capper if there was anything I could do after being told that everyone had to go, and he just said, leave. Oh yeah, wow. You can leave. Bruh. Chibi would then post about the conversation that we just read between her and Robrano saying, can anyone else from my meeting vouch for this? Nags and I were told to stop. I'm so incredibly sad if this is true. I was genuinely so excited to meet everyone. They told us that we had to in for safety. I never even told any staff I'm sick. I'm so confused. I showed up and asked if I could wait for Nags before going out. That's the only time staff talked to me in the meet and greet area before telling us to cut the line short. I'm so sorry if this is true. Which takes us to this response. TwitchCon staff is all over the place on miscommunication between attendees and streamers. A friend of
quote-unquote miscommunication. I don't see how this is miscommunication. This is just blatant lying. They just lied to save their own asses. They just lied. They just wanted to put it on Chibi. Like, fuck off.
Mine was given so much incorrect information. Being originally told she could join your line after a separate meet and greet at the same time, but then removed entirely from the meet and greet area. She had a small gift bag of things in a clear bag she wanted to give you. Well, I mean, they'd probably throw it out anyways, but, you know, I'm making a joke. It still sucks, but, like, I'm not joking either. Like, they probably would throw it out, as we know. She asked security if they could give it to you. They said yes. Oh my gosh. They said yes. They said yes. Proceeded to toss it into a nearby trash bin.
Like, what the fuck?
She confirmed.
How do you do that? How do you say yes and then just throw it away? What?
Confronted them about it. They told her it was a security risk.
Right.
It could have held an explosive.
Why did you just say yes then? Why didn't you just say no?
Dude, that's freaking crazy. So they say that they'll give the gift to Chibi, and then as soon as they get the gift, they turn to the trash bin and just dump it in there.
Sorry, I had to drink. But at that point, it's malicious. Because they could have just said no, but they actively said yes, and right after, they took it and threw it away. That's malicious.
And like, it's not okay to do that at all, right? But you would think if they're going to be scumbags like this, that they would at least wait until the guests left and were like out of view, so they didn't.
Yeah, also anti-explosive trash cans, because the trash can is gonna hold the fucking explosive. Shut the hell up!
Like, see that? But it sounds like they did it right in front of them. Like, they did not even care at all. Oh yeah, we'll give it to her, and then instantly tosses it in the trash. Actually insane. And this whole thing about this like random security that she gave the gift to try and like give the Chibi Doki, and them lying about that, saying that they'll do it, and then turning around and throwing the gift away, saying it could
like,
be
what
an
the
explosive.
fuck?
That sounds completely unreasonable. You see, these conventions have the initial security checkpoint.
Yeah,
and the
exactly how the fuck would it get in?
protocol is those people decide who can come in and who can't come in, and if they need to
ridiculous.
dispose of anything before they're allowed in. So at this point in time, these guests were allowed in, meaning the initial security checkpoint was totally fine with that gift being brought in. And then there's the obvious point about, yeah, them just throwing what they think is an alleged explosive into a nearby trash bin and leaving it at that is also ridiculous. That wouldn't do anything to stop the alleged explosive if they really thought that's what it was. Which,
yeah,
I mean, in my opinion, based off what I just read, I don't think they actually thought that. I think these people are just scumbags, and they were happy to throw someone's gift away. And as we know from the other anecdotes that we've been reading, this was not a one-time thing. This has been a recurring theme throughout Twitchcon with staffers, whether security or other staff, throwing gifts away. And there's a bit more to read about all of this, but I suppose while I'm making this long-winded commentary section now, I mean, you know, comparatively to the rest of the video so far, I'll mention my opinion some more real quick. So we already know that some creeper went after Emiru.
Yeah.
And in large part, you can argue that Twitch not allowing her to have her favorite security guard, banning that dude, and seeming to limit what the security that she did bring was able to do is something that enabled this creeper to do what he did. But regarding the rest of this, specifically like this issue of meet and greets being ruined, guests being lied to, and gifts being thrown away, it seems like this has all been disproportionately affecting VTubers specifically. And this seems a bit too coincidental, especially because similar things occur on the platform itself, on Twitch.tv.
You know what?
For example, they'll give a VTuber.
I personally haven't heard about any IRL streamers or like facecam streamers complain about their gifts being thrown away. And I'm sure that meet and greets held by facecam streamers are also getting gifts. Why wouldn't they? Right? So, what's the agenda here? Are we anime racist right now? What's going on?
Like a 2-week ban saying that VTuber's too provocative, but then they'll have literal cam girls doing infinitely more provocative things, and they're totally fine with that. There's no repercussions for them at all. If anything, Twitch actually promotes that sort of stuff. So Twitch has a documented history of having a bias against VTubers, and it's really weird and sounds dumb saying that. I don't know like why Twitch is this weird of a platform, but this is something that is well documented at this point in time, as mentioned. So I don't get it, but they're just weird and petty like that. And it seems like that's not exclusive to the platform itself. Even at a live in-person event, they're doing similar stuff and treating VTubers this way too. I suppose that's all to say that this consistent bizarre behavior from Twitch is too coincidental. It seems more likely and more reasonable to conclude that this is actually not an accident, and it is on some level intentional. Okay, so we left
ridiculous.
Off here. We read this paragraph about how the security threw the gift away, saying, "Oh, it's an explosive, so let's put it in this trash can in the hallway or whatever it was nearby."
Because that's gonna hold it.
Because that's totally gonna stop an explosive. Yeah, And so,
boy, oh boy. I think that the other streamer organized themselves the storage and handling of the guests. The VTuber, I think, do not. It was at the meet and greet. No, that's a bad argument because it was at the meet and greet line while they were getting through security. I think that's a bad argument. VTubers, I think, do not, because the attention to not have their face leaked. No, that's not true. because we are talking about people that were there in person. Chibi Doki was there in person. And there were other VTubers there in person. Sure, with Iron Mouse and Henya, I can see that they weren't there in person as far as I know. Iron obviously wouldn't. Henya, I don't know. I don't think so. But they have managers that can be given to. But there is VTubers that are there in person. Madara is also there. Yeah, Madara was also there, although I don't know if Madara's gifts weren't given to her. I don't know that one. Okay, it's my friend recommended your live, so you're so cute. Oh, thank you. And thank you to your friend. Roxy was there for Mouse. Yeah, exactly. Roxy did manage to even save some of the gifts. Thankfully. Chibi was there in person, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. Chibi was there in person.
Then the user says, we were told we could join the line again by one staffer, only for security to tell us that it was capped. We don't blame any of this on you. Staff clearly doesn't know what it's doing. Chibi responds by saying, I'm gonna cry, I'm so sorry. And then she went on to add, thank you everyone for the kind comments. I've been really heartbroken about everything, but I don't want to focus, I don't want the focus to be on me when much worse things happen to others. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm trying to take away from that. I just wanted to meet you guys. So yeah, in closing, this situation sucks. I feel really bad for the VTubers. I feel really bad for the viewers. Like, I can't imagine a viewer getting a gift, being so excited to give that gift to the streamer, and then you find out that not only did they not get the gift, but it was thrown away. Some people are speculating too that some of these gifts might not have actually been thrown away, but that Twitch staff actually took them. Although, of course, that
I don't think so. That could be easily like disproven and looked at. And why the f would they be? Right? Why? Like, what are they gonna do with that? Like, especially if it's like customized gifts for that specific VTuber. Like, the hell are they gonna do with that?
It's just speculation, but either way, whether stolen or thrown away, this whole thing should have never ended up like this, obviously.
Again, I think it's just incompetence or maliciousness. Resell? I mean, if they do resell it, it could be easily tracked back to, like, who did it, right? Like, Twitch would be able to easily check that. So I don't think so either.
I think it's very likely that what happened to the gifts is probably somewhere in the middle. A lot of them were probably thrown away. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was some opportunistic staffers who thought, yeah, I'm going to see if I can, like, stuff this in my backpack or whatever, you know? So some of it probably did get stolen, in my opinion. That seems highly likely. I'm not saying that's a fact, though, obviously.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole thing with meet and greets, people given the runaround with that, saying, oh, yeah, you can go, and then saying, oh, you can't go, getting pulled out of the line or whatever. And then from Emiru's testimony the other day, we know that, according to her, some of the staffers at Twitch were literally laughing about what happened to Emiru. So, yeah.
So ridiculous. They didn't care. They looked over and said, haha, that's funny, and looked away again. Haha, what happened there? Oh yeah, that's funny, haha. Okay, don't care. Let's continue not caring about this. Like,
what? A
complete
mess of an event, to say the least. Let me know what you guys think about all that in the comments. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you here and in the next one.
My god. My god. Here's the link, guys. What happened at the Twitchcon is inexcusable. Like, really? Emiru, though, she's brave for speaking against them. Yeah, I'm so glad that she spoke out against everything that happened, especially because Twitch was just lying. And, like, the worst thing is, right, like with Emiru, what was it? Right, Emiru, TwitchCon. Like, if we just look back at the clip again, right, with what happened here, this could have easily attacked her. She could have easily gotten injured or worse. Like, with how close he's gotten. This is her manager, from what I know, and this is her security. None of from Twitch even bothered to look on. Also, then there's just this random guy, like, in the meet and greet line, like, just meeting her, and he's just, like, there, like, oh, well, that just happened. Poor guy, man. It's just a fan. The blue-haired guy is just a fan. Feels bad, man, for him. Man. This could have easily gone so much worse. This could have easily been an attack on her life. And yeah, Twitch needs to be held responsible, and like Twitch, bro, did you see it? Twitch support. They got fucking community noted. Here it is. They got community noted. Because they got caught lying. Bro, they didn't even mention her name. They said high-profile streamer. Involving a high-profile streamer. Ridiculous. Either way, yeah. Twitch be wildin'. I just want Twitch to be good, right? Like, I don't want to abandon Twitch. I want Twitch to be good. I want them to be better. But if they implode, they implode, and it was deserved. If they implode and they don't improve, it's deserved.